Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Now, if you've watched my show for any period of time, you know that my mind is on ducks no matter what time of year it is. Doesn't matter what I'm chasing. You've heard me, and I get criticized for it for the last 16 years that I talk too much about it when it's not even duck season. Okay? I admit it. But yesterday was opening day, and when I left, I had mentioned that I'm just dumb enough to go out on a 77-degree day, and we're going to talk with Carly Olson here in just a little bit and find out what's going to happen with our weather this upcoming week. But she hit it right on the head when we headed out to go actually hunting. It was 72 or 73 degrees, and I can tell you that I truly appreciate the high and dry pant waders. On days like that, holy smokes, the difference that it makes, especially when you got boots that actually stay on your feet, which is not normal for pant waders, but that's a whole other discussion. It was exactly what we thought it was going to be. Stare at the sun, hide from the sun. My dog Drago did the same thing, was just hide from the sun, no wind, and we saw nothing but pintails and 2 mallards. I missed my only opportunity at a mallard. It was a mallard drake, but I did get to talk to a couple of mallards, so that was a success. But we only took a couple of birds. It was nice to get out there. Everything worked like it was supposed to. The extra training with Drago, getting him primed up before the season worked out, and he got some retrieves. So really can't complain. It would have been nice to make things happen, but there was just, if you're a duck on a day like that, you don't move. It's just that simple. In the end, most of the reports that I got from everywhere, from the east side of the state, which also opened yesterday, not something that happens every year, from the coast all the way over to the La Grande area, pretty darn slow. It was certainly just that first light kind of thing, which is typical for an opening day here in Oregon, especially when it's going to be super warm weather. But that will be changing, fortunately. For you, though, that we're out chasing some fish around, let's just take a quick look at the fish counts. It did drop a little bit from yesterday, and I did mention very specifically last week and this week, if you are still fishing below Bonneville, don't let these numbers concern you. As these numbers go down, the fish below the dam, they stack up, okay? It's just one of those things. It just happens, right? And the fishing can be very, very good in any of the sections below Bonneville. It all depends on where you're comfortable, what it is that you want to see. The numbers of silvers did bounce up pretty nicely for those folks that are fishing up above the dam. That fishing has been pretty darn good in a number of different locations. But you can tell, of course, this is all standard. This is all right along the 10-year average as far as the numbers go. So, hey, in the end, very interesting to see how things have panned out with the fall Chinook numbers this year. And, of course, the silver numbers have been great. And those steelhead numbers, just cross your fingers that we can see this for the next handful of years and really start to see a recovery of our east side steelhead. River levels, you're going to start seeing some of the smaller tributaries now that we're starting to get into that time of year. Of course, the Columbia is still very, very low. It is forecasted to make a small bounce up at Bonneville. They're just staying consistent with their spill and dump. I mean, really, these are things that you really need to pay attention to, but still, overall, very good levels. Clackamas, my home river, like I again mentioned yesterday, all these smaller tributaries, even though these bounces aren't very significant, you start getting into an area where you've got fall Chinook around that are hanging out in bays, silvers out in front of river mouths. This will make things change. So if you're excited about getting onto some of the smaller rivers, this next week could be the beginning. So start paying attention to what those conditions are going to be like. And of course, we'll always try to do the best we can to give you that insight. But this week, if you are like me and you like to spend time on smaller rivers, walking in, drifting it, whatever you can, you could be switching some gears. Send Jason an email over there at procure.com. Enter yourself in to win a weekly prize pack, and this is now set up for steelhead. That's a different slide, Brian. But anyway, it is set up for steelhead. That winner will get that each Monday. You'll get that notification from Jason himself. So be looking in your inbox if you've been sending that in at all. All right, let's check in with Carly Olson and find out what this weather is going to do. And I will, you hit it absolutely perfect yesterday. I mean, like to the degree. How's it looking for this upcoming week?
Well, today it's looking fairly similar to what it was yesterday. Another dry, sunny day for most of us in the state. Over by the coast, they started out with a light drizzle, but they should also see a fairly dry day as well. And this will be the last really warm, sunny day of the week. However, that is all going to change tomorrow when the first weak system rolls in the morning. Starting at around 11 a.m., we should start to see some light rains in the Portland area and over by the coast as well. And so there shouldn't be anything major in terms of rain totals at that time. On Tuesday evening, we'll see another weaker system rolling through, so more chances for showers along the coast and in Portland as well. But Wednesday and Thursday, those are going to be the heaviest rainfall days of the week. And so keep in mind, today is going to be the last day where we'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 70s here in Portland. Some light in and out cloud cover, nothing major to write home about there though. Monday and Tuesday we'll have some chances for showers. Temperatures drop to the mid 60s. They drop even further Wednesday and Thursday. By the time we get to Thursday, we are at 58 degrees, pretty cool. And keep in mind, Wednesday and Thursday are going to be our heaviest rainfall days. We might see about a ½ inch of rain in the Portland area. And so I know that's pretty exciting for those of you who enjoy some of the cooler weather.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. I hope it just keeps going for the next 4 months. But that's just me being selfish. Carly, thank you. Have a great week, okay?
Thanks, you too.
All right, we do have a phone call that's holding. We've talked with Mark before in the past. He spends his time up around that Deschutes area. We've covered that with Mark before. But Mark, what's going on up there for you now? Last time we talked, fishing was pretty darn slow. Not been great for you up to that point. Have things improved for you up there?
For me, I haven't really got a chance to get out. My buddy has been sick all week, and so we didn't get out. So right now, I'm on the Deschutes itself fishing.
Very nice. How's the fishing?
Yeah, so it's pretty quiet up here today. It looks like there's probably 5 or 6 people under the bridge. There's a couple of us up here by the island. Seen quite a few fish jumping. There's a few people fishing over on the Sherman County side, on the other side of the island there. I just broke one off, so now I'm restringing because I just lost a fish. And I've seen quite a few fish and jumping, so it's a beautiful day. I thought I'd give it a shot.
Hey, I appreciate it. Now, are you guys catching steelhead in there or any Chinook being
Mostly
caught?
steelhead. I've heard of a few Chinooks being caught, and also a couple of coho.
Oh, a couple of coho. All right, very good. Are there boats that are running upriver to go chase steelhead, or is everybody staying down there at the mouth?
It looks like everybody. I have not seen a boat go upriver since I've been here this morning.
Gotcha. How's the crowd out in front, Mark? Is there a bunch of boats out in the Columbia itself, or?
It looked like when I came in, I'm going to guess probably only like 15, maybe 20 tops. I have seen 2 or 3 boats launch out of here and head out.
Gotcha.
So it looks like most people are heading out, and I think since this lower section's open now, it's kind of like an easier fishing for people. So there are quite a few people bank fishing.
Yeah, and it can be very productive, especially if you can get to the proper rock. And it's upriver in the island, everyone. I'm not going to give you my spot, but I just did. So pay attention. All I got to do is just look at it.
You just gave it away. That's exactly where I'm at.
I'm telling you right now, it's pretty easy to find. There'll usually be a line of dudes standing behind each other wanting to get there. Mark, thanks for the report, my friend. We appreciate hearing from you again, as always.
You betcha. Oh, one thing, real quick thing, just to remind everybody, it's a great day today, but if you're not familiar and you come here and that wind starts to kick up, get the heck out.
Great reminder, as always. Mark, thank you, sir. Have yourself a great week, okay? All right, everyone, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, I've got Mr. Dave Ng here in the studio. Yeah, he's the guy that you see out there with full boats catching fish. Doesn't matter if it's the Willamette, the Columbia, but he also makes some of the best products that we use in a number of different ways, let alone from steelhead fishing to holding your $1,000 rod and reel setups. And trust me, they're out there. We're going to talk with Dave here in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by P-Line, because we fish, by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear, and by Haxton's Canvas and Upholstery, the trusted name of the Pacific Northwest.